Chances are that if you're coming from a Windows PowerShell background, you're already familiar with the WinRM protocol for remote connections within PowerShell. In this video, Scott's going to show you how you can still use the WinRM protocol within PowerShell Core to connect to Windows-based endpoints. This is helpful for managing down-level servers, and also if you've got a Windows-only environment and you don't yet have an SSH configuration ready to go. Over to you, Scott.
Thanks, Josh. Starting with Windows PowerShell 2.0, the Windows Remote Management, or WinRM service, has been silently assisting our PowerShell remoting sessions. It allows us to connect to a remote
Can still use the
It's similar to SSH, but it uses the WSMan transport protocol for accessing remote terminals on other systems. You can test the remote system to see if the WinRM service is enabled and running, and the firewall is open to accepting requests over the port that the WinRM is using by using the test WSMan commandlet. If it completes successfully, you'll see information about the remote computer's WinRM service in the window, signifying that the WinRM service is enabled. If the WinRM service is not enabled, or the service isn't running, or potentially even the firewall is blocking the port that WinRM uses, you'll see an error message instead. The biggest difference between using WinRM and SSH is how we set up our PS sessions. If we designate the -computer name and -credential, PowerShell will automatically use the WinRM service instead of the SSH. If we wanted to use SSH, we'd need to use the -hostname and -username instead. So let's set up our session. Now let's get information about our PS session. Here we see that our PS session is running the transport protocol of WSMan, meaning that it opened it up and is using the WinRM service. At this point, we can now use invoke command and our session along with a script block to pull information back about a remote server. Here we'll look for processes with names like SSH. As you can see, we have two processes with the name that's like SSH along with their CPU utilization. And now we've connected to Windows computers over WinRM.